Hi there! Today you will see one new skin color for the Mengf bodies and also two new action figure heads. Because the last time that I combined an action figure head together with a Mengf body was a really nice result in my eyes, and I was tempted to get more of those heads. But first we will unpack this Mengf body, and I'm pretty much surprised that every time I buy a Mengf body it comes packed a bit differently. This time the plastic bag is simply open, and even the extra neck piece does not have an extra bag. I mean, everything was packed safely for shipping. They always use this, I don't know, bubble wrap that looks like long air-filled tubes. And so far it is very good, I guess, because I never received a damaged body. The skin color I ordered this time is Japan skin, and I know that this shop does have also the newer version of this body. The only difference is the neck pack anyways, but the newer listing for the newer body does have a body that is called Japan white, and therefore I don't know if Japan and Japan white is the same skin tone. Here you do have the newer version with a metal neck in white skin for comparison to the Japan skin. The colors are very different. The standard white body does have a way more yellow undertone than the Japan skin one. The Japan skin one is pink but also very grayish. And here you can also see the super white Mengf body, which is also lighter than both other colors. Sadly, I do not have the pink white body anymore, and therefore I only have a hand for comparison. And you can see the pink white hand at least is lighter and also more yellow in undertone than the Japan skin one. My guess is that Japan or even Japan white means that it is comparable to the fashion royalty Japan skin tones, but I don't know that because I don't have fashion royalty bodies. But I do have Kismela bodies, and the second version of Kismela is also a pretty light skin tone with a slightly gray undertone and pink undertone. And I've read in reviews for this body that someone said that the Kismela 2.0 body would look like the fashion royalty Japan skin. And if that's the case, the Mengf body definitely does not look like the fashion royalty Japan skin tone. Maybe someone of you does have more information, and if so, please let me know in the comments. By the way, this time when I got the Kismela body, the 2.0 Kismela body, the hands were not attached, or at least the ball joint was not attached, so they are removable. Because last time when I talked about the Kismela body, I thought the hands would not be, or the complete hand together with the joint would not be removable, but as you can see here, it is removable. Even the pegs look the same for the arm and also for the hand. So in case you like the Kismela body but you don't like the hands, you can change them if you want to. So let's open up the first action figure head. It is a very realistic and very beautiful Asian face mold. After unpacking her, I did a little research, and I think all the action figure heads that do come with this brown headpiece are fake action figure heads. I'm not an expert for this, so I don't know what exactly is called fake in the action figure scene. If maybe the faceplate itself was part of an overproduction and they just pair it with random hair, or if the full head is just fake, I don't know. But honestly, I do like the face. It is very nicely sculpted and detailed. In case you do know the original company for this face or for the full doll, also please let me know. I'm also not that sure if this face is sculpted after the likeness of a Chinese actress, but different sellers also use different names, and I looked up a few and I cannot really see the resemblance, so I don't know. But still, I do like this face, and that's the reason why I bought this head. I also was very surprised that the Japan skin matches pretty well together with this new action figure head, but that was pure coincidence. I had no clue that the colors could match. I was simply interested to get a new Mengf body with a different color, but I didn't want to buy the more expensive one because I thought that I could not use the skin color on the pictures it already looked very grayish, and I don't have a lot of grayish doll heads. But yeah, it happened. This action figure head does have more or less exactly the same skin tone. There's only one problem left. This body here does not come with one of these silicone caps, and those work really well together with action figure heads without any kind of modification. But I also thought that I just could remove the little neck connector inside of the head and then try to put the head on top of the neck piece without this connector, but I cannot get out this damn thing of a neck connector. So we will take a look on the other head at first. This head here is made by a company called Duck, and they simply give their heads numbers. So this head here is SDH019-B. The head cost me a little bit under $20, but without shipping was free. By the way, the other head was a bit cheaper. It was around 16 euros, and also with free shipping. This head here is a very light-skinned figure head. The hair's not really my thing because this here is Kanekalon, and I thought that Kanekalon is no longer used with doll heads. But to be fair, this here is not a doll head, it is an action figure head. And it is a real beautiful, beautiful sculpted action figure head. She does have a very dramatic face up, red lips, and all the silver blushing or eye makeup under her eye. She fits pretty well on the super wide Mengf body. Even the head is a hint lighter than the lightest Mengf body, but it is really only a hint, so it is a very good match between head and body. And here you can see when you usually put an action figure head on one of these silicone neck pieces, the head sits on the neck very securely. She can headbang without any problem. But you can also remove the head very easily, but the neck connector itself will stay on the silicone neck piece as long as you do not get it down with your hands. And without the neck connector inside of the head, you could also put this head on the bigger plastic neck piece of the other body, and it also stays on. It is a little bit more loose than on the silicone, but it is not wobbly, and it also will not come off easily. But the neck connector of the other head does not work that way. It simply does not want to come off. I have heated up the head to remove the neck connector, and it didn't work at all. The head overall became a little bit squishy, not so intense like a Barbie head, for example. The material is also way thicker, but it became a little bit squishy. Also the neck part became a little bit squishy, but I used my pliers and different pliers, and I was not able to fully remove the neck part or neck connector. And since I didn't want to ruin it completely, I decided that I simply will use the smaller neck piece of the Mengf body. So I assumed that I also will use a little bit poster putty to keep the head in place, but there's no need for it. It works perfectly fine. The head works also on this tiny plastic neck piece of the Mengf body that usually is used to quickly change a head. For example, I talked about it in the Odile video. That's usually the use of the smaller neck piece. So you do have a protection for the plastic piece that holds a screw, or when it comes to the metal ones, I guess it's more protection for the head itself. But overall, these neck pieces were constructed for quick head swaps, but in this case here, it works perfectly fine together with the action figure head. Even so good that she even can do her own headbangs, and I did not expect that at all. And I realized I did not talk about her hair so far. She does have a good quality nylon hair, more or less exactly the same nylon hair than for the girl you have seen a few videos before, the older one that I bought back in 2017. It is not the softest nylon, not the kiwi nylon, but it is a soft and high quality nylon hair fiber. But of course, there is not a lot of hair rooted into the head, especially not on this one here, even less than on the blonde one. But overall, when I compare these two heads, I do have, for these action figure head, it is more important to look realistic than to have hairplay hair, but I don't mind it. I simply like to collect different dolls or different heads on different bodies, and yeah, I do like the effortless hairstyles they do have. I simply do not like every hair fiber, but yeah, that's maybe only me. One bigger complaint with the darker skin Asian face. On the seller pictures it is not really visible, and even most of the reviews are without pictures, and even if they are with pictures, most people use these heads on action figure bodies, and maybe it's not that noticeable on those bodies, but overall the head bag itself is very bulky. You can see it when she is already on the body. The back is still a bit visible, and that's, I guess, because she is a fakey head and the quality is not so high. I don't mind it so much, I just wanted to point it out. And now, of course, these girls need some styling. We start with the Asian girl, and she is definitely the most realistic sculpt in my whole collection so far. I gave her this green mini dress that does have some black accents, together with simple black boots that are of course made out of plastic, but they do have a patterned leather look. Of course, she got some rings, a Barbie bracelet, and a matching mini band's fashion bag. Plus, on top of that, a self-made necklace. Next is the girl with a dramatic face-up, and because of that she also got a more dramatic look. I gave her this statement necklace together with this holographic mini skirt, some mini brands fashion boots. These, by the way, are my favorite shoes from the latest series, and she also gets fishnet tights, a silver mini fashion bag, and of course also a little bit of jewelry, and this long thin black coat that completes the look. And I have to say, I'm deeply impressed with this head here. When you look for action figure heads, it is very important to look at the reviews of the heads, because usually the heads do not really look like the pictures, or better said promo pictures. Often those are way prettier than the actual product, but in this case here, it is a very pretty head, and yes, I have seen this head in reviews, and that's the reason I bought it. And I think she's stunning, and this definitely was not the last time that I got some action figure heads to pair them together with Mengf bodies. But I will also have a few new videos about action figure bodies in the future. But overall, I tend to like the action figure head and fashion model combination even more. And we are again at the end of the video. I hope you had some fun with it, and you maybe even like the idea of this kind of combination, because honestly I don't see it that often that people use action figure heads together with these fashion model bodies, and I think they look really good together. And maybe with this video I was able to give you a little bit more information or tips and tricks to use these heads on different bodies if you don't like the action figure bodies. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. So have a great day. Bye.